As soon as I take a sip of water, the recording starts. Great. Um, so, uh, like Jeremy was so elegantly leading me into, the reason that we want to have feature definitions assigned to our components and to our features uh, is that we are looking towards digital delivery and being able to provide information to our contractors and again to our consultants um, without having to do a lot of the sort of like manual labor of like going in, checking areas of pavement, making sure like our quantities square up with everything that's presented in our model. Um, as we move more toward that digital delivery, ORD has a lot of tools that allow you to, based on feature definition, sort of quickly summarize quantities. So everything from linear feet of curb and gutter to volume of asphalt to um, tonnage of ABC. All of that is going to be a little bit more streamlined. There's still, we're all the motto of doing quantities, especially when it comes to digital delivery, is always trust but verify. So it's always important to go back and like as you're generating this information to make sure that it makes sense and that you're actually spitting out the right information. But this is going to streamline that process significantly. A lot of the reports that you can generate through ORD are based on feature definitions, and so you'll do categorization by those feature definitions and be able to say, oh, on corridor, cross street 1, I have 10 tons of ABC, and in mainline for this corridor for this segment of the roadway, I have this much ABC, and be able to sort of break it out that way. But again, that is dependent on actually having the feature definitions assigned correctly. So that's part of the reason that we're putting this emphasis on making sure that you are applying feature definitions to your components and to everything in your templates. Otherwise, a lot of that utility of ORD, which for all its faults, it does categorization of quantities really well. That's why we're putting such an emphasis on that, so that you can utilize those tools that are there. I think that kind of summarizes a lot of why we're putting the emphasis on making sure that these feature definitions are well defined and utilized. I think that'll close out my quick speech there. Sahar, if you would please.